Hello guys. Welcome to another nightly episode with me. Today, I'm a bit excited to talk about today. So I hope if you don't catch the live playback, do catch the replay later on when I re-upload this. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I really know very well. Something that I've aspired my entire life to master, to get a hold of. Today is the topic about money. Money and quarantine. Seems like two things that don't necessarily go well hand in hand together, but it is something that is very, very important to anybody else's life. So, if there's any of this episode that you really have to catch, this has to be the one, okay? So, money. Money is the price that you pay to get anything that you want in life. This could be success, this could be happiness, this could be joy, this could be children, this could be family. Now, a lot of people will tell you money does not buy you happiness. I want you to wake up from that bullshit, right? Money buys a lot of things. While money may not buy you happiness, but money buys you a lot of things that leads you towards that happiness. So if anybody wants to tell me money is not going to buy you happiness, I don't think you should be on this podcast or broadcast or whatever it is. So anyway, money and quarantine. So I was having a conversation today with somebody, and the conversation was about 90% of my clientele who've been with me for about 10 years are traditional business people or moving forward or trying to find their footing in a new digital space. I have a small list of clients who just signed up about a month before the quarantine started, whom I'm helping build their footprint straight on in the digital space itself. And it's no longer a question whether we should adopt or move forward with the digital way of doing things. The question is, why are we not? Right? Now, believe me, the new world order that is going to come after this quarantine period ends is going to be about digital inclusion. Right? Everything is going to be digital inclusion, meaning businesses are going to be run almost entirely digitally. Travels are going to be conducted digitally, virtually. I don't know how specifically, but that is the direction it's all going to go on. A lot of us are in the service industry where we need to be in person, right? If you're teaching dance, you're gonna figure out like, Amar, how am I gonna teach people to dance digitally? There is a way which we can explore to find out how you'll do that. Again, I'm not selling anything, I'm just telling you the truth of what is about to come. Now, managing money is also going to be very vital at this point in time. And I talk about managing money, right? A lot of people that I know, that I've met in my life, are well-paid people. They make money very easily, right? They make money very easily, but not everyone knows how to manage this money efficiently. So there's some few people that I know, and myself included, whom the quarantine has not affected them financially. I'll tell you why. So I have to take you back to about a 20-year ago story for this one. What happened was 20 years ago, I was 20 years old, right? So this was a long time ago. And at that point in time, I was a high-paid executive at a very young age. So when all these things are going on, of course, I was given a lot of wonderful things. I was given credit cards, I was given high salaries, I was able to afford nice cars, and by the age of 22, 23, I had about 5 different credit cards, and I thought I was on top of the world. but I did not understand how credit cards work. So 5 years into my working life, I had amassed so much credit card debt, and to pay off that credit card debt, I got into personal loans, etc., 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 etc. So by the time I was 26, 27, the lack of financial knowledge climbed up and crumbled me down. I was just decimated, because no matter how many jobs I worked, no matter how high I got paid, the money was never enough, because I never learned how to manage money. I only learned how to make more. I see this mistake being done repeatedly by people even now, where they work really, really hard, right? They have more than one job. They wake up in the morning, they work in one place, and then by afternoon they go to another place. After lunch they go to another place, and then in the evening they go to another place. They do this repeatedly. They work so hard and they gather all this money just to pay bills. I learned that no matter how well you pay your bills, the people that you pay the bill to are never going to appreciate you. So I learned how to master money by calculating my entire month. Right? So let's say I would need about $500 to survive for 1 month. I would make sure that I would make an X amount of money that pays for my bills plus an additional 500, meaning that 1 month's earning should sustain me for 2 months, right? So I built this as a policy where every month I made an earning, it should last me for 2 months. The fear coming from, what if one day I have no job? How long can I go on without a job? So the longest I've been able to build a fund for this was for 3 years, and I built a 3-year fund. And the scenario that I had in my head at that time was, what if one day, and I never in a million years thought that this scenario would come true. I always thought, what if one day the whole world came crumbling down? What will I do then? How long could I live with the amount of money that I have right now without it affecting my way of life? So at one point in time I had about 3 years worth, and again something's happened, and I was still able to go on steadily with it. I see a lot of people, especially the working class people. I used to be somebody who was employed. I can understand that when you make your January salary, before second week you've already paid up for February, right? So you have to go to February, go to work in February so that you could pay off March, right? Because you're borrowing from the future. And that never works out in the long run, because if you're going to be employed in your entire life, and you're only going to be depending on your employer to pay for your way of life, there will come a time when you'll be reaching a crossroads with your employer, and you're no longer the priority of your employer, right? And I see people make mistakes, especially at downtimes like this. 3 industries that shoot up during economic downtimes like this is the food industry, because people are home more, they eat more. The medical industry, because people are home more, they eat more, they get sick more, they go to the hospital more. And the education industry, right? For some weird reason, people believe that going back to school will give them the right skill set and opportunity to get ahead in the working world, and entitles them to a high pay, higher degree of salary, etc., etc., etc. This couldn't be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, as an employer, I would seek to find somebody who's not as highly certified on paper in terms of degree or PhD or master or whatever it is, because then I have to pay you more. I would rather get somebody who had a lower qualification and train them up with non-academic based qualifications and tie them up to my company's growth. So if I were you at this point in time, to grow my worth, I would master other trades. So for example, if you're working in HR, do not limit your skill set only to HR. Now is a great time for you to start to understand finances, how to understand operations, how to understand technicalities, right? If you're in IT, this could be a time for you to step up into training, right? Learn those skill sets rather than going back to school and getting out of your job and studying full time, etc., etc., etc. That does not work. Now, this is also a great time for everybody to learn how to do online-based selling. Products, services, anything at all. The map ahead has not been written yet. There is nothing that you can do that will be considered wrong, right? So I'll give you an idea. So let's say you have a service-based industry, right? Let's say you teach music lessons. Let's say you teach guitars. If I were you, I would very quickly create a membership site, right? And have a generic guitar teaching site set up. I'll probably have like maybe 10 lessons, beginner level 1, 10 lessons. Don't overcharge, charge something that's affordable. Maybe like $20, $15, $30. You're gonna look for volume here. Now, in that process, you're gonna have people who want special attention. People like me, right? People who want to have special attention. Now, you have a group of clientele who will be able to pay you a little bit more extra because they want that little special attention, right? And it's very easy to pay. You don't have to worry about the sophistication of, do I use PayPal? Do I use Stripe? No. Just give them your bank account and let them transfer the money to your bank account. Keep it simple, guys, right? Keep it simple. Learn the sophistication later on. A lot of times things fail because we overcomplicate this process, right? We overcomplicate it. Like for example, if you have a restaurant and you want to deliver products to your clients, give them your phone number. Simple. Forget about all the logistics of Grab and Foodpanda and everything else, and to pay them 30% and everything else. Get on the bandwagon first, okay? Let them sign up. Give them your phone numbers, or let them contact you on Facebook, and then move forward with that. So, again, this is a golden time for you to make money. Think about it, right? Stay positive in your ability to continue to generate revenue stream for yourself. Thank you for watching.